Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Today is the 22nd of January 2015. So we will start our Patana class, the law of causal relations. This is the Patana, Pali language, Patana, Pa and Tana. So, Pa is in general, or is many kind of causes, conditions. Tana is the place going to explain is the 24 causes or 24 conditions. In Abhidhamma, we have 7 treatises. This is the last one. 7 treatises. These are very profound teachings of the Buddha. To be able to understand this the Patana, the law of causal relations, we need a Abhidhamma background. We need a Abhidhamma background. Or some of you already have the Abhidhamma background. Even though you don't have this Abhidhamma background, don't worry about that. I will try my best. So may you understand to catch up the meanings of this the law of causal relations and to be able to use in your daily life to gain peace and happiness. So we need a lot of examples to explain about this. For example, here you see Citta or Cittasika and so on. Don't worry about that. Even though you don't know exactly how many one of those, you can catch up. I will explain to you. Don't worry about that. And regarding about this Patana, for today's, I will give you stuff for just introductions. This is the Patana every Buddhist holiday. This Jaya meditation monastery, we do this loud chanting, this Patana chanting every Buddhist holidays. Full moon day, new moon, first quarter moon, last quarter moon, 4 days, month. So just doing chanting is not enough. We need to understand the meaning and make use of this our daily life. This very, very profound teachings of the Buddha. After the Buddhas gained supreme enlightenment, 1 week, the Buddha is sitting under the Bo trees. And because the Pala attainment for 7 days. This plotting is mean takes the supreme bliss Nibbana as object for 1 week. For the second week, the Buddha get up from his seat and standing next to the Bo tree. Still about displays, I gain supreme enlightenment displays. Without blinking his eye, he looked at the place for 7 days. And the third week, the Buddha just practiced his walking meditation next to the Bo tree. And the fourth week, sit in one place. Reflects on what he understood by supreme enlightenment, one by one. Finally, he reflects on this patana, this the law of causal relations. And then, the 6 rays emit from his body. 6 rays. That's why our Buddhist flags, you see the Buddhist flag, 6 rays. Where it come from? Come from this patana. When the Buddhas reflect on this patana, the rays come off. So, according to the story, we should know that where it's come from. About this 1885 in Sri Lanka, Colombo, all the senior monks, they are meeting. They plan to have this international Buddhist conference, 1885. And then once American colonel Henry Steele, old call his name, he proposed that in Christianity, the symbolic of Christianity is cross. So for Buddhism, we should have something as symbolic. So he proposed that we should use the 6 rays of the Buddha as the Buddhist flag. After that, 1950, in Sri Lanka, Colombo, the capital city of Sri Lanka, Colombo, they had the International Buddhist Conference. The president of this International Buddhist Conference, P.G. Malata Sikar. And then they approve. We will use this 6 rays, the Buddha, as the Buddhist flag. After that, 1951, all over the world started to use this Buddhist flag. In Vesak Day, Wednesday, 1951, Wednesday, Vesak Day, the day the Buddha's gained enlightenment, we started to use this flag as the Buddhist flags. So what's the 6 rays? You should know that too. In Pali, we can Nila, Pita, Lohita, Odasa, Manchita, Papasra. It means 6 ray, blue, Nila is my blue color. Pita, yellow. Lohita, red color. Odasa, white color. Manchita, brown color. Papasra, mixed color. So become 6 colors. You see the Buddhist flag, 6 colors. So where it comes from? when it get approved that, when it start in use that, so we should know that. So before we go to the meaning in detail, so I would like all of you to know just the benefit of doing this chanting. And studying this patana, the law of causal relation. In Burma, there one monk stay in the forest, practice meditation. Very famous monk. It's true story. And many rich men, rich person had high respect to this monk. And one day, one gang kidnapped this monk. What they want? What they want? Let's kidnap this monk. So they will demand for ransom. So we will kill them all. So give me money, 1 million. Otherwise we will kill them all. So they try to kidnap this monk. About 3 a.m. Stood up. Monk step, elder monk. So cannot walk, cannot run right down. So you will take the monk to somewhere else. Let him sit in the chair. And then you carry the chair and run. Try to run away. And then try to run this compound. You cannot find a way out. You cannot get out. You cannot find a way out. The monk just do recite something. So it's just normal. He doesn't worry about. And he just carry them on, try to find the way out. He cannot find a way until 5 a.m., 2 hours. And then it's no more dark, right? So they're scared, what do you have to do? So we cannot find a way out. And then he asked them out, when we carry you, try to kidnap you, go somewhere else, we heard that you recite something. It's a mantra. It's got mantra. That's why we cannot find the way out. So please teach us that. So we will not take you. And then what are you doing? What mantra are you chanting? Are you reciting? The monk said, I know. I never do this mantra. So every day I just recite this Hetupaccayo Unwholesome 24 condition. Only briefly, Hetupaccayo Unwholesome and so on, until Hetupaccayo. I just recite it. When both of you carry me, kidnap me, I just do this chanting. I don't worry about anything. So this is the power of this chanting. Hetupaccayo Unwholesome. No one can kidnap a man. That is one thing. Another story, true story. One gentleman from Sri Lanka, and he wants to go to the Buddha birthplace, the place he gains enlightenment, the place he gives the first sermon, and the place he passed away. Like nowadays, people go Buddha, right? So, and then he went to India by ship. On the ship, he think about, look around. Oh, this ocean is very, very big, very wide ocean. This first time for him, from Sri Lanka to India. And then he think about, this, I cannot see the end of the ocean is so wide. But in reality, still have the land surrounding this ocean. And then he compared with Patana. This Patana, the law of causal relation, which the Buddha expounded, is so wide. It's the wider and deeper than this ocean. Just think about, reflect on the Buddha's teaching. And then rapture, happiness, Christ. He's very happy. And then he reflects on the rapture, happiness. Because he is meditate, usually meditate about it. And he's feeling, he see that, this rapture, happiness arising, this spirit, one after another, one after another. And then he complete on this arising and this feeling of this rapture and happiness. And he gave first state of enlightenment. And he practice second state, third state, fourth state, become arahant. It's a true story. Regarding about what time. So, before we start that, I will all of us to recite one time. Hetupaccayo together. 24 condition. Hetupaccayo aramana paccayo adipati paccayo anandara paccayo samanandara paccayo sachada paccayo Manya Paccayo Nisaya Paccayo Upanisaya Paccayo Purijata Paccayo Panchajata Paccayo Asevana Paccayo Kama Paccayo Vipara Paccayo Ahara Paccayo Indriya Paccayo Jhana Paccayo Magga Paccayo Sarvayoga Paccayo Vivayoga Paccayo Adi Paccayo Nati Paccayo Vigana Paccayo Avigana Paccayo and Guru Hetupaccayo Hetupaccayo Hetu Samayutakanam Dhammanam Tam Samudhananam Cha Rupanam Hetupaccayo Paccayo. So we're going to study about Hetupaccayo. Hetupaccayo is a root condition. So we study one by one. We don't need to rush, right? We want to understand the meaning. Here, the translation, as you see, Hetupaccayo. Hetu is mean the 6 roots. 6 roots. What are they? So we learn some Pali term, right? Lobha, dosa, moha. Alobha, adosa, amoha. So lobha is mean craving. Lobha is mean craving. Attachment. Greed. Lobha. And dosa, ill, anger, hatred, and aversions. So we should know that first, right? Moha, delusions, ignorance. Lobha, non-greed, right? Non-greed. Adosa, goodwill, or loving kindness, or non-hatred. Moha, non-delusions, or wisdom. It's root, right? Lobha, dosa, moha. These are immoral roots. 3. Lobha, dosa, moha. For the moral root, alobha, adosa, amoha. So 6 root. So we should know what is the 6th root. Later on, we will study one by one. So 6th root here are related to citta. Citta is mean consciousness. Consciousness. And the cetasika is the mental state. This translates mental state, or mental association, or mental qualities, whatever. It's okay. Cetasika is mental state. And associate with the roots. And also to the couple realities produced by citta, by root condition. See, just only translation you will understand. So don't worry, we'll start one by one. So firstly, I would like all of you to divide 2 parts. Lobha, dosa, moha. Or greed, hatred, delusion. And then alobha, adosa, amoha. Non-greed, non-hatred, non-delusion. So 6th root as the cause. It's cause, right? Cause. And this another side, citta and cetasika, consciousness and mental state, and this couple realities produced by citta, produced by mind, produced by consciousness effect. So we have classified 2. Cause, lobha, dosa, moha, alobha, adosa, amoha. The effect, citta, cetasika, and rupa. So we study about Hetupaccayo only cause and effect. No person to that. So how they related? So we will study that. So this lobha, dosa, moha, this immoral root. So related with unwholesome consciousness. Citta in unwholesome consciousness. As consciousness rooted by lobha or greed. Right? Unwholesome consciousness rooted by dosa, hatred. Unwholesome consciousness rooted by delusion. So, whenever you see, you read the book, you see the mind. So we say the mind. When we say mind, it's the consciousness and mental state. This both we call mind. So we call lobha citta, dosa citta, moha citta. Consciousness rooted by greed, rooted by anger, rooted by delusion. So this means original mind is a luminous, clear light. But established by the visiting mental defilement, lobha, dosa, moha. See that? That's why Loba, this mental state cannot arise alone, have to depend on the consciousness. The consciousness cannot arise alone. We have this mental state associated with. So to understand this point, this means here the 6 roots are related to citta. It means if loba is the root, citta is means consciousness rooted by loba, greed. See that? So when one of this consciousness rises, Hetupaccayo. See, Hetupaccayo is mental state associated with this mind. If loba, for example, loba is greed, right? Why greed arises? See, because ignorance. Because this moral shamelessness, moral fearlessness, because destruction, because pride, conceit, wrong view, and so on. This is what loba, greed arises. See that? They work together. So even if you don't understand this Hetupaccayo mental state about, star 21 or 19, don't worry about that. Just understand that, greed rises because of we don't know the truth, delusion, because of your wrong view, and so on. That's why the root, 6 root is the cause. This consciousness and mental state as effect. It's not only that, still here, couple realities produced by the chip. What it means? When you do something, so we need to take example. The example. This the manners of this bodily action will arise. So take example. So regarding about loba, dosa, moha, because of your greed, your hatred, your delusion. And then what we do immoral action, right? By deed, by speech, and by thought. So we call immoral action 10. For example, please remember, immoral action 10 means killing, stealing, committing sexual misconduct. See that, right? These 3 mostly we committed by bodily action, right? Bodily, mostly. Here, someone use our bodily action, right? Deed. So still something mostly use our head. Or commit sexual misconduct, bodily action. See that, right? That's our 3. Killing, stealing, committing sexual misconduct is the bodily action. And how about verbal action? Talking lie. See that? Talking lie, or slandering, and harsh speech, this abusive speech, rude, right? And vain talk, gossip. See that? This 4 mostly we commit by what? By verbal action, right? Talking lies, slandering, harsh speech, and vain talk. That's verbal action. And how about mental action? covetousness. We want someone belongings to belong to us. Think about that. Unlawfully to your covetousness. You don't do anything, you don't say any word, but in your mind, I want this thing belong to me. What do I have to do? Think about that. And evil, you want someone to die, and so on. So you don't do anything, you don't say any word. Just think about that. You want someone to be destroyed or getting killed. You and wrong you. So wrong you. We'll talk about that later. A lot of things to learn. So wrong you, 10 kinds of wrong yous. So you don't do anything, you don't say any word. Think about this wrong you, this mental action. So we have step 10 evil action, right? So we got about physical action, 3. You got about verbal action, 4. You got about some mental action, 3. 10. So in Pali we call ducharita. Ducharita is an evil action. We get immoral action. So 10. So among these 10 kind of evil action, punishing by what? Because of 3 roots. Immoral root, right? Because of greed, hatred, delusion. See that? So it has the cost, So among 10, take one. For example, this sexual misconduct. Sexual misconduct is accomplished by what? Love, greed, craving, attachment, sensual desire. See that? And covetousness. You want some things belong to someone else to belong to you. You want someone, wife or husband, belong to you. Covetousness. Just put that by greed, attachment, sensual desire, craving. See that? So this one is root, this immoral root. How about the wrong you? How about wrong you? Wrong you also based on greed, this love. So I explain one by one, take example for that. So firstly, this sexual misconduct. It's not only that. In Pali, what we call kametu michachara. You remember that, right? Kamesu michachara. Viramnisika padam samadhiyami. Here, kamesu is the plural. It's not single. So that's why you cannot take only one. It's not only sexual desire, it's not sexual misconduct. Kamesu. Kama is mean sensual pleasure, sensual object. You use the misconduct of this sensual object, sensual desire, this sensual pleasure. It's kama. Kama is michachara. It's misconduct, right? Thus, this misconduct, please remember, mostly people just know only one. Kamisu is the sexual misconduct. It's not only that. So, sensual pleasure, sensual object. See, object was the object. Some, they have this intelligence in about visible object. For example, dirty movie video. This comes too, right? So it's not only sexual misconduct. If you like to watch the movie, the video, this the dirty video movie, comes. And you want to listen the dirty word, the dirty joke. What he's talking about. Mostly joking, right? This dirty joke. We got about sex and so on. So it's communism. That's why we use soup, it's communism, this plural here. And how about smell? Now they use some drug, right? To burn it and then smell it. Right? This communism too. This misconduct, right? Some smoke, right? Smell. So some they drink wine, beer, whiskey, or alcohol. Drink that. That communism too, please remember. So it's not only sexual desire. So if you see the dirty movies, the dirty video, you listen to the dirty joke. So you smell drug, smoke, or you drink alcohol. It's karmic mityajara. Include into karmic mityajara. And also, please remember, gambling, karmic mityajara. Karma is mean desire, sense desire. So just normally, we have just some desire, craving. But it's that you want something, you work hard, it's okay. So it's not unfair desire, right? It's not unfair craving. So gambling, how come? You want to be millionaire right away, right? It's not the way we should have that. That's how gambling also include into karma is mityajara. That's why karma here, the sensual objects, right? Visible object, sound, odor, taste can be tangible objects. And also this karma, sensual desire, craving. Why this can happen? Think about it. Why you watch the dirty movie? Who that by? Craving. See, right? Attachment. Love. Right? Why you listen the dirty joke? But joking, you like to listen about that because of love, craving, desire, attachment. Why you drug, smell it, smoke? Because desire, craving, attachment, right? Why you drink alcohol? Desire, craving, attachment. Why you commit sexual misconduct? Love, craving, attachment. See, right? That's why karma is mityajara. Is conditioned by greed, craving, attachment.
Something the desire can be the wholesome or unwholesome.
So we're talking about only one today, unwholesome. We're talking about only one word, loba. We didn't talk about wholesome yet, so just loba. So I just take example, this, we got about karma is mityajara. This What's the cause? Here we study about root condition, right? So the sixth root, now we're talking about what root? Loba, greed, craving, attachment, only one. And covetousness. You see someone called, someone diamond, gold, money and so on. You want it. How I can get it? Just think about it. Through that by craving, greed, desire, attachment, right? So you want to see someone, husband, you want person to be your husband. You see someone, wife, you want to be your wife. Such thing in your mind. This covetousness, unlawful. This condition by greed. See that? Craving, attachment, desire. And the last one, wrong you. Wrong you here. What's wrong? There are 10 kinds of wrong you. So giving charity is no salt. You don't believe that, oh, it's nothing. So make donation contribution is no salt. So give something as New Year occasion or birthday present, New Year present, it's nothing. It's no result. So we have to wrong you. They don't accept anything. So even though you do the good thing, you will not get a good result. You do the bad thing, no bad result. They don't believe the karma, the action, the reaction. They don't believe whatever you do, good and bad, no consequences. This will wrong you. I wrong you. Then, why they have wrong you? Because conditioned by what? Greed, attachment. Because they attach to their belonging. They don't want to share with others. See that, right? They don't want to make donations, give to the poor people, because they attachment, lobha. That's why they have that kind of idea. Notice that. So we don't have to pay, we don't have to give. We don't have to make donation. We don't need to give the present. So whatever you want to do, just do it. Go ahead, do it. No consequences. See that? Because the desire, craving, greed as condition. And also, whatever you do the good thing in your parent, it's no good result. Even you do the bad thing to your parents, no bad result. Why do you think like that? Because as ordinary, as the worldling, they want to do what you want to do, follow their desire, their greed. So they're not concerned about what we receive, good or bad consequences. That's why they just have wrong you. Whatever you do, the good thing and bad thing in your parent, you will not receive any good or bad consequences. This is wrong view. And another one, so they have wrong that there's no other beings come to this human world. All these human, we are human beings. After we die, no other world. See that? There's no beings from other world come to this human world. No people, no person, no being after die from this human world go to other world. No other world. It's after you die, life's end. So they have wronged you. They have wronged you, so they will do what you want to do. See that? This wrong you, conditioned by lobha, greed, attachment. And another one, so this is all just only know this universe. We have, for example, the state of mystery, human world, celestial world, Brahma world. That's the universe. According to the Buddhist cosmology, we have 31 planes of existences. But they don't believe that. No. So the Buddha said, still have another world, another universe, another planet. So they don't believe that. So when you don't believe that, because whatever you want to do, follow your desire, your greed, just do what you want to do. So after that, finish. You don't have to receive, the bad consequences in the future life. And they don't believe that this spontaneous being exists in this world. This spontaneous being is not like our human being. It takes the conception is our mother womb, 9 months, 10 months, and deliver later. It's not like that either. No, that's the, for example, head being, angel, spontaneous being, according to their good and bad karma, become, after they die, right away, become head being, become spirit, hungry ghost, demon, become, if they do the good thing, become as angel. See that? But who had wronged you didn't believe that. No hell, no heaven. See, whatever you want to do, just do it. Just wrong you. Because conditioned by law. So another one, just wrong you, think about, in this world, no Buddha, no holy person, and practice meditation and gains enlightenment, know about this world and another world, know this life and future life. So no one know that. So they didn't believe that the Buddha exists in this world. A noble person, the holy person exists in this world, who know this world and another world, who can teach us, point out about this world and another world. So they don't believe anything. This will wrong you. Why they have wrong you? Just based on their greed, desire, attachment. So they have wrong you. So I would order you to know that this karmism, this number one, sexual misconduct and covetousness, wrong you. These three immoral action and conditioned by love, greed, attachment, craving, desire, right? So, and how about killing? Killing, harsh speech, and ill will. See that? Conditioned by dosa. See that? Anger, hatred, envy, abortion. That's why we kill living being or living creature. See that, right? So this immoral action arises because of what is the root? What's condition? Dosa. You get mad, right? Get angry, and then you kill. That's why killing is accomplished by dosa. That's very plain for this case. How about harsh speech, abusive speech, or rude? You get angry, right? You get angry, stop bad word. So it's not ruled by desire, right? Ruled by hatred, anger, envy, abortion. See that? So rude. You know the cause. And evil. You see someone get success in their life. Maybe they're better than you, richer than you, and then you don't like this person. You want this person get killed. So you want to destroy this person. Just think about that. Difficult ill will. Why is ill will arises? Because of your dosa, right? Dosa is anger, aversion, envy, jealousy as the cause. So how many one? Mostly caused by dosa. 3, right? Killing, harsh speech, ill. How about the remaining 4? Stealing, talking lie, slandering, weighing up. These 4 immoral action caused by lobha and dosa. It's root. See it? What's the cause? Lobha and dosa. So you steal someone belonging. Maybe you want that lobha, right? Sometimes you don't want that. You want to destroy that dosa, right? So stealing, destroying someone belonging is caused by lobha and dosa. And you talking lie. Why are you talking lie? You want some benefit. It's lie because you want something from this person, right? Sometimes you don't want anything. You want to destroy this person. It's talking lie. That's the police arrest him. Let someone beat him. Let others hate him, something like that. Because your anger, hatred, is talking lie. Sometimes. That's why lying caused by lobha and dosa as the root, as the cause. See that, right? And how about slandering? Caused by lobha and dosa too. So both of them get along. And then you want to separate them. You want that someone, so become your friend, or become your employee, or become your partner, something like that. You want something that person, and then you talk, slander it, make them fight each other, and one become your friend, become your partner. So you want something, it's greed, right? It's caused by greed. Sometimes you feel jealous about them. You want to separate, talk, backbeating, right? Make them separated because of anger. Because anger, right? Because of hatred, anger, make this two party separated. That's why slandering is caused by lobha and dosa. See that? And how about weighing talk? Weighing talk means we have the 32 kind of weighing talk. What you're talking about is talking about morality, concentration, and wisdom. For example, it's talking about politics. Right? Talking about your husband or your wife, your family, your son or your grandson. Talking about the clothing, accommodation. Talking about food. Right? Talk about sport and so on. What you get? Nothing, right? So this is what we call vain talk, frivolous talk, gossip. Get nothing. It's caused by what? Lobha and dosa. Right? So you want something. For example, you attach to your family, your son, your daughter, and your clothes or your house or your car is talking about it. This desire, craving, greed, right? So some you talk about the politics. In America, two parties, right? Other countries also have many parties. So you want one party to win that. Great, right? So you want another fail, something like that. So just greed and anger. So how about the sport? The football or soccer? See that you want one party to win it. You should talk about that. You talk about some new action. Show that, right? Oh, I like that. Maybe you laugh about that, smile about that. Some you get angry about that. So loba and dosa. That's what is the among immoral action. 10 is the stealing, slandering, or this the stealing, talking lie, is lying, slandering, and vain talk. This four kind of immoral action is caused by loba and dosa. See that, right? So that's why this the sixth rule, loba dosa moha. Aloba adosa ama. Now we're talking about only loba dosa moha. Three rules. And then as the cause, what's the effect? Loba citta, right? So consciousness and kirisika, many state associated with the loba. And also here, please remember, and this the corporal reality is produced by citta, produced by mind. It is produced by loba. If, for example, you kill, the bodily action, the manner, see that, right? The gesture of your hand, so you kill. This is the manner produced by what? Loba citta. See that? Loba citta, you kill someone. Or you steal someone. The way you walk, the manner you move, see that? This is the corporeality is produced by what? Loba citta, maybe moha citta. Right? Loba, dosa, moha. One of those. So this is effect. So if you commit sexual misconduct, the manners, the bodily action, moving, this the corporealities produced by loba. See that, right? Produced by loba. But killing produced by dosa. Here's all of you to understand this corporeality is produced by citta, or is mean. This the manners, the gesture, it's the motion of this bodily action. Sometimes it's produced by loba, sometimes produced by dosa, produced by moha. For the karmism, when you watch the dirty movie, how about expression in your face? Right? It's not normal. This corporeality produced by loba. How about listening to the dirty joke? You smile. See, smiling manner is the corporeality produced by loba. How about even smoking? You happy about that? Or your action, your motion is produced by loba. See that, right? So you drink alcohol, for example, the way you drink, the movement in your hand, the movement in your head, and so on. This we call corporeality produced by loba or maybe dosa, and so on. So that's why today we're talking about immoral root. only. So Lobha, Dosa, Moha is immoral rule. And another side, effect is the Lobha, Chitta, Dosa, Chitta, Moha, Chitta, it means immoral, unwholesome consciousness as the result. When unwholesome consciousness arises, does some mental state associated with this unwholesome consciousness as the result. As the manner, the gesture, the motion, the bodily action is the rupa, right? Rupa matter, produced by lobha, dosa, moha, just cause effect. So here we already know what is the immoral action. This immoral action conditioned by what? What is the root? We already know. So here, what we have to know more than this, if you have lobha, dosa, moha, craving, hatred, delusion, which produce the suffering. It produces suffering. Just think about someone, oh, I feel sorry about that, I feel sad about that. Maybe someone in the jail become prisoner. Why? Because of what? Because of their craving, their hatred, their delusion as the cause. They have to suffer about that. This life, right? How about next life? So we talk. Still have time, right? Okay. How about next life? It's not only this life, the future life. So you commit this killing, stealing, this construction, misconduct, and so on. So when you die, we will be born as animal, hungry ghosts, demon, head being, right? So this means corporeality produced by citta, unwholesome consciousness. How come? Maybe no legs, a snake, right? Maybe 2 legs, maybe 4 legs, as horse or tiger, maybe many legs. So this matter, this rupa, produced by what? Whole unwholesome consciousness, right? What we have done, previous lives, and produce this matter, corporeality as effect.
Sorry, can you explain the rupa means the matter?
Yes, yes, yeah. In Pali language, we call rupa. In English, we call matter or corporealities, whatever, form, the same, the synonym.
I have a question.
Yes.
On a practical level, could this be like, so you're craving maybe for junk food or lots of sweets, so you eat that. The cause or the effect, the corporality would be diabetes or high blood pressure.
Yes.
That's also on a practical level. Doesn't have to be for sexual things. It can just be junk food or lots of soda pop or loud music or too much TV, things that are going to, cause problems.
Yes, cause problem about your body. Yes, correct. Yeah, include that too. That's what we had to do here. We have to reduce our lobha, craving, sensual desire, and reduce our anger. Mainly, we should know that. We reduce our delusion. What do we have to do? So we study, it's not only study a cause effect only, how to reduce the suffering, suffering where it come from these 3 roots, right? Lobha, dosa, moha, this craving, hatred, and delusion. So we need to get it out, remove it. Before we cannot be removed, what we have to do? Reduce it first. What we have to do? How to reduce our lobha,
We have to know, right?
craving. So the Buddha know everything. That's why we call, the Buddhas know everything. Omniscience Buddha. That's why he knows what's the cause of suffering. How to reduce and remove this cause of suffering. So read about the greed, craving, attachment. Firstly, what we need wise attention, proper attention. So think about yourself. We have the 32 part of organs in our body. So everyone start from our hair, our body hair, our teeth, our nail, our skin, outside or inside, or impurity. Right? Think about this impurity of your body. Now you will not attach to your body. As you do attach to your body, you will not attach to someone else too. So we have eat every day. When you eat something, think about the food as the loathsomeness. See that? We eat every day, don't eat by greed. So think about what we have to think about. Oh, this food as the loathsomeness. For example, you prepare nice preparation for the dish. Put on the table, oh, very delicious. I like it, for example, and you put in your mouth. You quit it for 1 minute. Use your wisdom eye. Visualize that. Penetrate in your mouth, food in your mouth. How come? Yeah? Think about that. And then when you swallow it, your stomach. So use your wisdom eye. What happened? And in your column, how about next day? Yeah, next day you have to go to the restroom, right? So when you eat something, just think about it. Use your proper attention, wise attention. Oh, this food, because I have to eat it. Without food, I cannot survive. So necessary for me to eat, to do my duty, to be able to practice, just develop virtue perfections, I have to eat. So no greed. See that? So think about that. And the practice way, what we have to do. So as we practice, if craving arises, try to know right away. It's no right, greed, so greed. When you realize that, stop. It's not, or just rise on and on. So what happened in your mind if greed, desire arises? Just try to realize that. You see greed arises, now you know that the greed disappears, just arising and disappearing. No more greed, right? So we need to practice that. It's not only when we're eating, whatever you see, you hear, you smell, you taste, you touch, think about. If desire arises, try to realize right away. This is the way how to reduce attachment, craving. You see?
Can we look at it as elements too, like Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayu?
Oh, that's if you're about that, it's okay to do that. So, mainly to know this arising and disappearing as impermanent. So, how about your belonging, your car, your house, everything who are dear to you, near to you, impermanent. See that? See that as impermanent and uncontrollable. And then you can reduce your craving. So the way how to think about and how to practice. According to Insight Vipassana meditation, choose both samatha and vipassana. Right? For a dosa, what we have to do? Compare with someone else with ourselves. So we love ourselves. We want to be happy, peaceful, prosperous, successful. Right? Same. So use your loving kindness. You love everyone. When you love everyone, you will not hurt them by deed, by speech. See how to reduce your anger. Practice loving kindness meditation. And sometimes anger arises, try to realize right away. Anger, stop. You know anger arises. Now you realize that. Now angers go away. Just rising and disappearing. So it's the way how to reduce our anger. Right? So a lot of things to learn. Just briefly, just think about that. Moha, delusion. Why lobha? We talk about only two, right? It's the lobha dosa, greed and anger as the root. So we don't talk about the moha, delusion, right? Mainly, delusion is number one, the boss. Because of delusion, doesn't know the truth. So lobha, craving arises. Anger arises. That's why whatever immoral action you do, this moha, delusion, is the boss.
Is this also called avidya?
Yes, moha, avijja, wisdom, ignorance, delusion, the same. So, how to reduce that? Normally, it's very hard to reduce this moha. For greed, anger, it's very easy to see, to understand, right? Moha, very hard to understand. So what we have to do, we need to practice meditation. When you practice meditation, you'll be able to focus on one object and just knowing. So when you know, for example, you focus your mind on your nostril, breathe in, breathe out, or focus on your abdominal movement, rising and falling, and you see rising, falling, or you see breathe in, breathe out, always see that. So you know that. Know is the wisdom. So as long as wisdom arises, no moha, delusion. So how to reduce that? We need to practice meditation. If you practice tranquility meditation, you'll be able to inhibit it for temporarily. So we need to practice insight vipassana meditation. It's better than tranquility meditation. So try to focus your mind one object. Later on, you know their characteristic, and then later on, you can overcome. You can still reduce. You can remove. That's the delusion. So what we studied today, this immoral action arises because of three roots: lobha, dosa, moha. So we need to reduce and remove them by thinking about impurity, and reach loving kindness meditation, and practice insight vipassana meditation. So I will all of you try the best you can to remove these three roots, lobha, dosa, moha, and gain peace and happiness in your daily life. Thank you for your attention. Today is January 28, 2015.